day is long and the night is yours alone. When you're sure you've had enough of this life, well, hang on. Don't let yourself go, 'cause everybody cries, 'cause everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time to sing along when your day is night alone. If you feel like letting go, if you think you've had too much of this life, oh, hang on. 'Cause everybody hurts. Take comfort in your friends. Everybody hurts. Don't throw your hand. Oh, oh. Don't throw your hand. If you feel like you're alone, no, 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 you're not alone. If you're on your own in this life, the days and nights are long. When you think you've had too much of this life, to hang on. Well, everybody hurts, and everybody cries, and everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts sometimes. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody hurts. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. This is a fantastic song for both beginners and more intermediate guitar players. I'm going to show you a few different approaches that you can use for playing this song, both kind of keeping it pretty simple and making it a challenging exercise for picking out notes individually with your pick. Fantastic for intermediate guitar players. I feel like I should point out there that the intro cover thing that I do it because the feedback I get is that it's really helpful for students learning the song to be able to see it in context. I couldn't sing it in the same octave as Michael Stipe. I mean, he's one of the greatest pop vocalists of all time, and singing it up that high would just made me sound ridiculous. I think singing it down an octave also sounded a little bit weird, but I did my best. Please forgive me if, I know it wasn't a grand cover of this song. If you are singing it yourself, you might want to explore singing it down an octave and using the capo, unless you happen to be gifted with a voice that will reach up to those high notes like Michael did. So what I'm going to do is take you through, first of all, what the chords are for the song. Then I'm going to take you through a couple of different approaches. We're going to have a look at an easy fingerstyle version, and we're going to have a look at picking out the notes individually. Chords are relatively simple. It's mostly D to G for the verses, and then E minor to A for the choruses, but the bridge does use an F sharp major bar chord, a B minor bar chord, a C and an A minor, but I'm going to show you some cheats for those. Not really cheats, but like easier ways to play the F sharp and the B minor if you're a beginner and you're not hip with your bar chords just yet. So stay tuned for that. But as I said, let's start off by looking at the chords. Should point out as well that this song is in 6/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So often when I'm doing like a little playthrough and just strumming on the beat, it's going to be 2 strums to the bar. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we're picking it out, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's 6/8 time, just in case you haven't encountered that one yet. So let's start off by looking at the chords. So the intro starts off with 2 bars of D, and then 2 bars of G. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then D. When your day is long, G. And the D. The D is yours, a G. Back to D. When you're D, you've had a G of this D. Or hang G. Then we're going down to E minor for the chorus. Don't let yourself A to E minor, 'cause everybody A's to E minor, 'cause everybody A's. Stop. Some D to G. And then it repeats that then, so the second verse, exactly the same pattern, the G to the D. Then it goes into the chorus, which is the E minor to A. Of course, there's the little rundown parts that we're going to look at when we start exploring the fingerstyle and the picking. But the tricky part here is when after that second chorus, it goes to the bridge. And the bridge is an F sharp to a B minor. Now, if you're already hip with your bar chords, you'll know that this is an E shape, like a E chord, using fingers 2, 3, 4, slide it up 2 frets. First finger bars the second fret. It's not the hardest bar chord, but it's not a super easy one either. And then it goes to a B minor. I'm going to show you beginner cheats for these in just a second, but you can see that the shape from the F sharp to the B minor is exactly the same shape chord. So F sharp, don't throw your hand, B minor. Oh, F sharp, oh, B minor, F sharp again. Don't throw your hand, B minor. Then it goes to C. You feel like you're a G. C, you're not alone, A minor. Then there's a slightly extended stop, and then we're back into verses and choruses again. If the big bar chord F sharp is a little bit tricky, you want to go for this mini F sharp. Most of you doing my beginner course are probably already familiar with this mini F. So it's just the same shape, moved up 1 fret. So third finger is in the 4th fret of the 4th string, second finger 3rd fret on the 3rd string, and first finger covers the thinnest 2 strings, okay? Now to get to the B minor, you want to put little finger underneath third finger. You leave third finger down. Second finger drops down 1 string, and first finger moves to just the thinner string. We're not playing the B bass note there, but it'll still sound great. So F sharp, like the little mini F, moved up 1 fret. Little finger down on the 3rd string on the 4th fret. Second finger moves down to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. First finger on the 2nd fret of the thinner string. So F sharp to B minor. The rest of the chords for beginners, the C and the G, C and A minor, you should be totally hip with. If you're struggling with both of those approaches for playing the F sharp and the B, there is another one that you can use, and that is to use power chords. So you can, of course, use an F sharp power chord. So hand to B, it's in the same fret. Back to F sharp, then to B, and again. Now go ahead, B5, then to C. If you feel like you're a G, da 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 C, and then to A. So, of course, if you're using power chords, you're not able to apply all of those fingerstyle things, but actually just playing some power chords with whatever rhythm you like is a nice change. So it can kind of break up the monotony of a continuous fingerstyle pattern too. So now let's have a look at the fingerstyle version. Now, I don't think that's what's played on the original recording, but it's a great exercise for beginners. It'll teach you all about it. It's makes it very obvious what strings you're going to pick. So even if you were planning on learning to play it with a pick as well, if you're more an intermediate guitar player, you might want to check out the fingerstyle version first of all. So playing fingerstyle, the thumb is going to be playing notes that are on the 4th string, the 5th string, or the 6th string, depending on what the chord is. Fingers 1, 2, and 3 will sit on the thinnest 3 strings, and the pattern is pretty consistent, not completely consistent, but pretty consistent. For the D chord, the thumb is going to play the 4th string, and then the fingers are going to play finger 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So strings 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Fingers thumb 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and the count, just to have loads of numbers all go at the same time, is be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The key thing here is really trying to get that rhythm nice and consistent, have the da, 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 nice and evenly spaced. I'd recommend just sticking around on the D chord for a little bit, get used to the rhythm and getting your fingers feeling the strings nicely. You don't want to be picking it too hard, you want to be kind of brushing the strings. Plenty of lessons on fingerstyle as part of my beginner's course if you want to go and have a look at a little bit more about fingerstyle technique. But to start with that, just on the D. Now, the verses and the intro are the D to the G chord. So D does twice, then it goes to a G, and for the G chord, the thumb moves to the thicker string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D to G. Now, some of the more observant of you might have noticed that something different's happening here. When we're moving to the G chord, we lift our D chord on the last beat of the bar. Count 6. Okay, just before the G chord, and you end up playing an open G string. So the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an open G as we transition to the G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, if you play it with your fingers down. You can make your chord change real fast. Actually doesn't sound bad at all. I think probably I played it with the chord staying down most of my life. Don't think it's really going to matter too much, but if you want to be just like the record, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, open string. Now going into the verses, we have into the choruses rather. We've got this bit where it goes thicker string, 3rd string, 2nd strings, fingers thumb 1, 2. Then we play 2nd fret, probably the 2nd finger will play that, going down to the D minor. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're into the chorus, E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Then that's a lovely little walk down. So E minor, A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. we're just playing third finger, third fret on the thicker string, second finger, second fret, and then back to the E minor. Again, E minor to the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. As everybody cries. Everybody hurt. Okay, that stop is on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the next verse is exactly the same, a little bit longer, still just doubling up on the G to D bit, and then it goes into another chorus. Then we get to the bridge. Now, if you're playing the big bar chords, thumb is going to be playing the thicker string for the F sharp, and the fifth string for the B minor. Hold on. Goes around another time, but then it goes to the C. So C is going to be playing the fifth string to G, which we know already plays, the thumb plays the thicker string. Then C, no, no, you're not alone. Now we got a little walk down again with the C. Thumb 1, 2, thumb 1, 2, and again we're using third finger there as part of the regular C, but we use second finger on the fifth string, second fret, walking down to the A. So 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, A minor, stop. And that's the extended stop, and then we're back to another verse and another chorus and some kind of ad-libby parts toward the end there. With the fingerstyle part, really key thing is trying to get the rhythm nice and consistent. So it's always the da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play a bit of practice with the metronome, really good idea. Or playing along with the original recording, playing along with backing tracks is a really, really strong idea because it helps you develop a strong sense of rhythm. In case I hadn't mentioned it already, you might want to go and check out the Justin Guitar Lessons and Songs app, which is specifically designed to help beginners develop a strong sense of rhythm. It's got all my regular beginner lessons in it, but crucially, it's got hundreds of backing tracks to play along with, and by playing along, the backing track won't let you stop. Just keeps going. So it forces you to develop a really good sense of rhythm. If you haven't checked it out before, go give it a look. It might really help you not develop a bad habit, or help you get back on track if you do find yourself wobbling around a little bit with the rhythm. So fingerstyle, really good one for beginners. I should mention, what I didn't mention was the easy fingerstyle pattern. So let me get that back in focus again. So if you're doing the easy fingerstyle version, the F sharp one, the thumb is going to play the fourth string to the B minor. Back to the F sharp. And then when we go to the C, everything is back to the same as it would be for the regular version. So just be aware of that if you're not playing the bar chords one. It's definitely worth a look. The F sharp and the B minor, it's not terribly bad bar chords. If you can play an F chord, you can play an F sharp chord. And if you can play an F sharp chord, you can play a B minor. Same shape move down. So not a bad thing, but even still, if you played all of the song without the bridge as a complete beginner, just learning that fingerstyle pattern for the D and the G is a really, really good thing. But really the key skill I think that you can develop from this song is actually playing it with a pick. So the patterns, the notes that you play are exactly the same, but you pick the notes out individually with your pick. It's really good for developing the sense of where the strings are with your pick in hand, because they have to find those jumps, jumping from the thicker string to the third string every time. It's not super easy. It will take some practice and it'll be difficult. I kind of recommend that you're moving down, 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 up, up, up with the pick. I'll show you that in a close-up. But if you wanted to choose playing alternate picking or some kind of hybrid of it, it's not the end of the world. But you do want to find some sort of pattern. I think having a pattern that your pick hand can follow will make things considerably easier. So do consider that. I also want to point out that if you do happen to hit a string, the wrong string with the pick, as long as you keep yourself in time, it doesn't really matter. I think in my little demo thing there were a couple of points where I played a D string instead of a G string, but most people I don't think probably noticed, and it doesn't really matter. So you're going to be hitting a good note as long as you've held the chord down. So let's get to a close-up. I'll just take you through these things fairly quickly. I'm not going to dwell on it too long because it is essentially the same notes as what we've been talking about for the fingerstyle, but just played with a pick. So for the intro, we've got our D chord. We're going to be playing down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up. Now, you might find that you like to use an anchor. Use your little finger down, resting on the fretboard. I think that makes it a lot easier. It's up to you. Experiment. Some people prefer playing like that without the little finger. I find it a lot easier. Most of the greatest guitar players around seem to do that. Tommy Emmanuel and Mike Dawes and those kind of cats tend to use a little anchor point. So the D is not too difficult. But when we go to the G, we got to go thicker string, third string. Back to the thicker string. That's tricky. D. And you will still hit that open string here. There. On the way. Down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, up, up. And the same here. The transition. Thicker string, third string, second string to the E minor. A. Up and then the rundown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes. Get the idea. It's exactly the same as the fingerstyle, but played with a pleck. The bridge. Again, nothing different going on here. If you are doing this, I'd imagine that you're going to be using the big bar chords, not the little ones. Wouldn't really matter, but picking the strings out like this with the pick is not super easy. To C, you feel like you're a G. C, there's the walk down. A minor. Sometimes. A lot of people struggle with being able to target notes individually with their pick and hand, and this is the kind of exercise really, really helpful for that. So this is definitely an exercise I'd recommend for any intermediate guitar player to work on this song to develop that skill set. Okay, developing accuracy with your pick and hand is really, really great tune. I think that's about all I've got for you today for this song. I really hope you enjoy it. It's a really good skill development song, this one. Probably not going to be one that you pull out at a party when everyone wants to have a sing-along. Maybe later in the night when everyone's starting to go home and chilling out a little bit more. Maybe, but it's still kind of sad song. Beautiful song. A little bit on the sad side, so maybe playing along with the original one and enjoying the song on your own rather than playing it at a party. I think maybe this one. Anyways, do remember over on the website we got hundreds of completely free beginner guitar lessons, all graded by difficulty, so you can find exactly the lesson that you need. Hundreds of songs as well, again, so you can easily find the songs that are going to suit your skill set. We've been putting loads of time lately into the search, developing the usability and the dashboard and all of that sort of stuff. So if you haven't been over for a little while, do go and check it out. I'll see you for plenty more lessons very soon. You have yourself a fantastic day. Later. Bye-bye.